Yo, we're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second. I want to make sure the audio is working. Give me 1 second. Yep, it seemed like the audio is working. I was just making sure the audio was working. So, guys, you already know. We already know when you come in, make sure you subscribe to Cat Culture Radio if you have not done so already. Remember the link is pinned on top of the chat, and also in my community tab, and also my bio. Remember, we go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern time with my good man Prince Hakeem and my good man who joined her. And I also, guys, remember Hakeem just dropped a really dope book called Black Love. Is the link is pinned in my community tab and also in the Chaos Culture Radio community page as well. So go over there to Chaos and go check it out. And also we selling the Chaos Culture Radio t-shirt. You know, I'll be rocking the t-shirt each and every day. So you guys go ahead and purchase your t-shirt. Come on, come over there, man. Come rock with us. Come, you know how we get down, man. We really working very hard to try to get the studio so we do more and more dope reaction. Hey, more and more dope reaction. The bird is buying the court. More and more dope reaction. Stop it. More and more dope reaction, and also, hold on, give me 1 second. This bird is buying the cord. I'm like, hey, don't. So if you see me go off live because the bird's buying the cord. Yeah. So it's a really really dope reaction to it. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, the bird was buying the cord, and I don't want it to bite the my internet cord and it's completely log off. Yeah, so it please make sure you go in and do that, and really go in there and support the platform. We really do appreciate you guys each and every time because there's some people that rock with us. So come on in, we truly rock with us by getting the shirt and getting the book. Let's do it. You know how we get down. So this one right here, you already know what I'm gonna talk about. Is the situation that transpired over there in Mexico. Oh man, I have mixed emotion about it. So I think if you're not aware, I hope you're aware now that there's breaking news. You should already know the two Americans are found dead. The other two are alive. Both of the two Americans that were found dead, two of them, one was a black female and one was a black gentleman from North Carolina. This situation that transpired right now is very, very, very touchy and it's very, very rocky. And I know a lot of people feeling some type of way, but thank God for the United States. I'm not gonna lie. One thing about the United States, when you're a United States citizen, the United States have no choice to get you wherever you at. That's their job. That's the power of being a United States citizen. Anywhere you stuck at, the United States by law has to come get you and to bring you back home. So Joe Biden and his team, to me, I think they did a wonderful job in the aspect of tracking those peoples down. And it's just a sad situation that transpired. And now that I know people may have mixed emotion about this as well, but one thing I remember Trump doing his presidential election run, Taz talked about it on his page on Taz exclusive. Shout out to him. He talked about it, and it's true. Trump always said how Mexico is a bad place to be in. Nobody should be in Mexico. Nobody should be in Mexico, especially in certain things when you hear what's going on in Cancun, when you hear what's going on in these small towns. Like it's heavy drug trafficking over there. Now the other thing Trump talk about, I don't really know because I don't really know the numbers and the data on that. But I know when it comes to the crime, they do have one of the worst violent crime in Mexico. And the place that the people was kidnapped from was the rough part of town. which was Cambato, I think the name of the city. But anyhow, I'm gonna play the audio, and of course, I'm gonna give you guys my reaction to it because it was like really really sad situation. It's like a trip gone wrong. And people always a very strong advocate of passport bros, but people gotta understand something. Don't travel by yourself. I don't care what nobody says on social media. Like, yeah, you can go by yourself, it's okay. No. Always go with a group of friends, go with a family member. Never go to no place by yourself because this world is becoming more and more dangerous. It's just something to think about. Let's do it. I'm sorry.
Breaking news. Mexico's president says 2 out of 4 Americans apparently kidnapped in Mexico have been found dead, but the other 2 have been found alive. Disturbing video appears to show the group being violently taken at gunpoint just across the Texas border in Matamoros, Mexico. One person is led to the back of a pickup truck by heavily armed men in body armor. Another person is then pulled onto the truck bed. ABC News has not independently verified this video. Matt Rivers joins me live now from Mexico City with the very latest. Now, Matt, what do we know right now about these?
No, my dad made this great shake, man. I was like, man, I had to go in on this.
Yeah, this is some tragic development that we heard just really within the last hour or so from the governor, from the Mexican president. It was during his morning press conference, which he gives every morning, that he actually took a phone call live. That he took the telephone, put it on speakerphone, put it near his own microphone. He took a phone call live from the governor of Tamaulipas state, which is where Matamoros is located.
State.
And the governor actually updated reporters live on that phone call, saying that 2 of the 4 Americans who were kidnapped have since been found dead. 2 others were found alive, one of whom we're told are injured at this point. In terms of the identities of who was killed, who was found alive, of the 4 people that we know were kidnapped in the first place, they didn't provide any updates on that. We know also from the Mexican president that 1 person so far has been detained by Mexican authorities in conjunction with this crime. That's basically the latest that we have right now. Just to remind our viewers, it was back on Sunday afternoon, the FBI first put out this public alert saying that these 4 Americans had traveled to Mexico. They were shortly thereafter involved in a gunfight. They were not firing guns, they were fired upon, and then ultimately kidnapped.
Yeah, that's crazy, right?
The latest information that we have a tragic development here in Mexico.
Those people knew who them people were. They just didn't just do kind of. They probably were following through for a very long time. Because that's crazy. And I don't know if y'all saw the video of literally with the pickup truck.
Mexican authorities this morning
like literally they stopped the truck and
medical treatment. So the words that they used were medical transport and medical treatment. Presumably, as we know, the FBI, the State Department, has been heavily involved in this case, coordinating with their Mexican counterparts since this case really began on Friday afternoon. And so once they receive the medical attention that they need, once they are deemed healthy enough to travel back to the United States, U.S. authorities will certainly facilitate that as soon as possible. And then you have to wonder how U.S. authorities might be involved in an eventual criminal prosecution in all of this. Will they ask for any eventual detainees, any people arrested, to be extradited to the United States because this was a crime against Americans? Those are questions for further down the road. But for now, those 2 people being treated after what has been a horrific ordeal for them. Again, we don't know the identities of who was injured and who was killed. We assume that we're going to get that information in about a half an hour from now, when the governor of the state of Tamaulipas and various security agencies in northern Mexico are expected to brief the press with an update.
A lot more questions still remain. Matt Rivers in Mexico City, thank you.
I'm saying it to me, it's like a trip gone bad. It was just a plane trip gone bad. And I know people right now, they're very advocate of being a passport bro, going overseas and going to different countries and to explore the world. To me, I think you should go. I think you should travel the world. Don't get me wrong. I think you should travel the world. But nobody don't talk about the danger of traveling the world if you go by yourself or you go to a town that you know that you don't even speak the language or you don't know what the people are saying and you don't do your research on the town. Most of the time people go places because I think people think, oh, I just want the experience. I want to see. I want to be in the culture. I want to know how things go around here. But to me, you don't have to experience everything. If you don't speak the language or you're not from the town or you're not from that country, to me, just stay with the tourist spots. Stay with the people. And supposedly I was hearing that one of the ladies was going there to supposedly get work done. That's one of the rumors, that she was supposedly going over there to get work done. And the place they got kidnapped from was that city. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you got to be very careful in in places when you go and travel. See me, like I know people. Oh, you say you listen to this is I know everybody live right now. I think everybody going for my cause I think they see my time slot. I think everybody now they see my time slot and they're like, oh, I'm gonna start going live at 5 o'clock. So everybody go literally Fatty live right now, Jay Prince live right now. There's so many people live. I'll say, trust me, I understand. You tell people just come back and watch the playback. Like to me, it's not really the big deal. Like I can literally be on live literally by myself because my live's not that long anyway. But but at the end of the day, it's true. You should not be going to town that you never know what the people might do to you. Like me, I went to me and my friend. We went overseas. And I always tell them every time we go overseas, I say, hey, I want to make sure there's security. I want to make sure the people speak English. I want to make sure we were secure because remember over there on overseas, you can't take your gun with you. You know, they don't have they don't have concealed license over there. That's only in the States. But so you can't take your weapon or your stick with you, and you gotta be very guarded. So I'm very particular when I go out of town. I just don't stay anywhere. Some people are like, oh, I just want to live in a culture. I want to stay in the ghetto, and that's the problem. They want to stay in the ghetto, and then when they're staying in the ghetto, stuff like this happens. The kidnapping, the robbery, the police doing shyster things. It's just because they know you're American. They know you don't speak the language, and they know they're gonna take advantage of you because they know America's gonna do whatever it takes to bring you back home. That's why they offer an award yesterday for the founding of the 4 Americans. That's what they say the award. I think it was like $50,000. But remember, $50,000 in their currency is a lot in Mexico. It's not small. It's a lot. So eventually, guess what happened? They eventually showed up because I think they already know how the American is when it comes to their people. One thing about the United States, even though they say they may have racism here, like they say they may have racism here, and they may have disquality, but when you're a United States citizen, when you are an American have no choice to find you wherever you may be at, and that's facts. That's real talk. You know what I'm saying? So that was it's very important. If you're finna travel, make sure you do your due diligence in the city. Don't just go anywhere. I don't care if they say they got the best food. Do your research. What's the crime rate? What's the last time it was a violent crime? Well, how's the people? Google to me, I think is sent from heaven because now Google literally view not just the restaurant, but they also view the city, and they tell you like what type of area you're gonna be staying in before you actually go there. So before you get your Airbnb or go to a hotel, make sure that area is safe. Make sure they have highly security area, and not only that they have tourists like yourself, like Americans there. Because stuff like this shouldn't be happening. But the problem is it is happening and it's not being reported. And I'm glad now it's being reported because people need to know, like, hey, before I go to Mexico, I need to do my due diligence. Before I go to Colombia, before I go to Brazil, before I even go to Switzerland, I need to, because as soon as I know you're in Switzerland, I still got to do my due diligence and see how it is, see how the weather is. Real talk. And this is a sad reality of what we're standing in today, that nowhere is safe. Even in your backyard is not safe. But imagine like you go on there for a vacation and then you realize like literally it was your last day on earth, but your last day on earth was you being kidnapped. That's a sad reality we live in today. And you know, I don't know if people are gonna be very optimistic now to travel. I think people are gonna be very careful to travel and not to go to foreign lands that they don't know nothing about. There's some people today that they take risks. I remember when I was on the plane, there was a guy literally say, "Hey, he go travel anywhere and he just go by himself." And my mind was always been like a red flag, like, "Hey, I don't think it's a good idea. You just going by yourself." But some people like to take that risk, but sometimes not always good to take those type of risks, just because you only have one life. And I know you're not supposed to live in fear. I agree, you're not supposed to live in fear. But you're not supposed to live stupid either or ignorant either. You got to be smart. And this is why it's very important to like, share, and subscribe and hit that notification bell on the right-hand side. Remember, Chaos Culture Radio, we do go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern Time. If you have not done so already, please go over there and subscribe to KL Culture Radio. Link pinned on top of the chat. Also, community tab and also my bio. Remember, Chris, I came to drop a dope book. It's in my community tab, so you go check it out. And also the KL Culture Radio t-shirt. I'm also going to put that in my community tab. And also it's on the KL Culture Radio page. Thank you guys for tuning in to KL Culture. Thank you. See, I was saying thank you guys for tuning in to KL Culture Radio. Thank you guys for joining me for my 2 takes. And also, man, I'm so proud of myself. I hit my 1K video. You know, that show you how hard work never plays off. I'm going to keep grinding. I'm going for 2K. Then I'm going for 3K. Then I'm going for, I'm going to try to hit 2K by the end of this year. 2K videos. But with your guys' help and support, man, we're just going to have fun, man. The channel's we're about to do some crazy things this year, man. KL Culture Radio is going to be known all over the world. God darn it. And shout out to those women, especially you, D'Souza, all my homeboys, and Natasha, all y'all, man. I'll be coming over here and rocking with me. I really do appreciate it. So, you know, enjoy the rest of your day. I'm over and out. Peace.